If you weren't told yet, Rust is a programming language, and a boringly normal one at that. Hype men are trying to sell it as something exotic, something radically better than the other ones, but that is not the point of the language at all. I might even say that these annoying people actually hurt the adoption of the language they're trying to sell. Imagine the following. You're told about an adult toy which never breaks down, halves your electrical bill, and cures your wife's breast cancer. They tell you that it makes all other bedroom accessories obsolete. You actually take a look at it and it's good, even excelling at some points, but not this second coming of Christ miracle. You're kind of completely justified to be disappointed in this great device, which is a shame really. This is the situation that I found myself in. Not the toy situation, you get it. I'm a C developer and I rewrote the compiler for my language in Rust. Here's what I think. First off, let's address the elephant in the room. I actually like the idea of the borrow checker. Personally, I think the idea is neat. The lifetimes make memory management more manageable in bigger projects. Although you do need to get the basics down before you can write any usable code, which many people seem to forget and post things on Reddit. I promise, using Rust's ownership, lifetimes and types is trivial if you actually put in the learning. Please read for once and don't just copy AI code. Please, guys. Also, I like the error management in Rust more than whatever Java does or C doesn't. Another reason to switch to C#. As such, Rust has many features which simply lack in C. I fully understand why the Linux people are opening up for Rust, because this C they write is low-kirkingly a fucking abomination and should be ruled out with the Universal Declaration of Human Rights Article 5. They had to reinvent their own GNU C to even make it usable for Linux. The trade system is also handy. I like the centralized ways for printing, comparing, and etc. It feels a lot more consistent than the 13.5 ways that you can do things in C++. But honestly, I don't know about how I feel about calling them trades. They mostly feel like OOP interfaces with some goodies and differences. I find it easier to talk about and explain if it has like a central name which anyone can understand even if they didn't ever touch Rust. This is actually a minor problem that I had with the language. Rust is kinda trying to be different. They changed the syntax and names everywhere to be more expression-based and modern. But personally, I have had enough functional programming slop in all other languages. They kind of evolve into this same feeling corpus slop nightmare that JavaScript has become. Personally, I like to kiss my computer. Keep it simple, stupid. I think that much of the learning curve is artificial and the syntax fault. It would feel like 80 to 90% like C++ if it were not for the syntax. Anyways, I think that when it comes to arbitrary rules, we shouldn't wage wars and shit ourselves about something without any real value or impact, and simply agree that everyone, including yourself, is in the wrong and play some rhythm games and hang out. I don't really like how opinionated the syntax guidelines are and how they are enforced. LSP servers and especially Rust Rover don't want me writing my Java slop syntax, aka almond braces. You know what? At least they did not pick GNU syntax. Besides, the devs did not implement things they deemed unclean like function overloading, my beloved. But they left in metaprogramming? If there's something wacky and unsafe, it's macros. Yeah, they save time sometimes, but I think that they are simply a showcase of the syntactical shortcomings of the language, especially the procedural ones. Reminds me of how I implemented templates in C once. Let's not talk about that. Also, my last point may be a bit weak, but I kind of don't have fun writing Rust. The syntax makes me feel like I'm working a 9 to 5. The closures, aka lambdas, make me feel just as dreadful as in Java, and dealing with mutables and non-mutables and thread safety is simply annoying when I know that my code will run single-threaded and have all of the memory and layouts already planned on paper. I get the usage for big projects, but for recreational solo programming, I don't know. I like to stick with C for fun, Java for prototyping lazily, and Python for scripts. If you came to see me call a language bad, then you came to the wrong video. But I made the worst but fun programming language, so you might want to check out that video. Remember, Rust is a tool, a hammer, not a religion. It's a great hammer, especially for bludgeoning others and annoying them. I think this is where we should strike back and rewrite everything Rust in LLVM intermediate representation. Anyways, CDEF out.
They're trying to kill X. I can't imagine what's next. They're changing C for Rust. What happened to all the trust? And in the news all I see is AI vulnerabilities. The bloat is hard to assess. It all just feels like a mess.